OpenOffice Calc is a spreadsheet program. Each Calc workbook contains at least one spreadsheet and can contain multiple spreadsheets. In order to easily determine the type of data that is entered in each worksheet, it is beneficial for users to rename these sheets. Whenever you create a new spreadsheet, a default number of 3 worksheets are generated with the generic names Sheet 1, Sheet 2, and Sheet 3. Let's create our spreadsheet now. Here we have our new spreadsheet with Sheet 1, Sheet 2, and Sheet 3. Why have multiple worksheets? You can use multiple sheets within a workbook to make it easier to display related information. For example, you may be a business owner with stores in multiple locations. You may want the sales information for each store recorded on a separate sheet, but with the same layout so the information is easy to find. You would rename the tabs after each store location. On the other hand, you may want to include information that is totally unrelated in separate sheets. Using another business example, you will want to include contact information for customers in one sheet, contact information for employees in another sheet, and sales information in a third sheet. Having this unrelated information would be easier to handle if they were all in separate sheets versus in separate files. So there are many advantages to using several worksheets within one workbook. Now let's rename these worksheets. There are 2 options to do this. The first option is to click the Format tab. There, scroll over and place your cursor over the word Sheet. Click Rename. Then a dialog box appears. You want to delete the name Sheet 1, and let's name this one Employees. Then click OK. You've now renamed Sheet 1 to Employees. Now, the second option to rename Sheet 2 is to right-click the tab, Sheet 2, scroll to Rename Sheet, click it, and then that same dialog box appears. We'll rename this one Customers. And now you can pick your option of your choice to rename Sheet 3. I'm going to rename Sheet 3 Sales. And then click OK. Now that we have our sheets, we see that we sometimes access the sales worksheet more than the employees worksheet, or the customers worksheet more than the sales worksheet. So we want to move those so that customers can be first and sales can be second. And there are 2 ways to rearrange tabs as well. First, you want to click the Edit tab, scroll and place your cursor over Sheet, and then select Move Copy. We're currently on the sales sheet, and we want to move this to the second position. So we'll click Customers because we're inserting it before Customers, and then click OK. Now sales is in the second position. Another way to rearrange the sheet is to right-click the sheet that you want to rearrange and select Move Copy Sheet. I want to move customers to the first position. So the right tab is highlighted, which is employees, and I'll click OK. Now all of our worksheets have been renamed and rearranged. And this concludes our tutorial.